The frozen north has long been one of this country's most defining features, but new research predicts an ominous future for the Arctic. Scientists say the ice cap is melting 3 times faster than anyone had ever predicted, and they warn the consequences will affect the entire planet by accelerating global warming. We hear more in our Earthwatch report from CTV's David Akin.
Sunrise at the top of the world. It's a pretty picture. And one day in the not-too-distant future, scientists say it might be a picture found only in history books.
The ice in the Arctic Ocean has been there, we think, for 1 million years. And so within 150 years, like since the Industrial Revolution, we will have gotten rid of the sea ice cover in the summer. So it's quite a drastic change.
Global warming is melting the Arctic sea ice, so much so that scientists had been predicting that by the end of the century, there would be no summertime sea ice, just water. Now there's new research which says we may not even have that long until the ice disappears.
Those rapid decline of sea ice could occur anytime between 2030 and 2050.
And when it does go, it will only speed up global warming. That's because the shiny white ice acts as a mirror, bouncing solar radiation that can heat up the planet back into space. But when the ice melts, the darker water absorbs that solar radiation and the heat stays on the Earth. Already, people in some Arctic communities must move their homes so they won't fall into the sea.
We have a long way to go, as a nation to understand how fragile the northern environment has become for the people who live there.
And the polar bear, that icon of the North that depends on sea ice, may be facing extinction within a generation.
We know their habitat is shrinking. Now it's going to be gone entirely. So those who thrive off the polar bears, either for their meat, their pelt, or trophy hunting, whatever, I think they're going to suffer enormously right off the bat.
The new research on melting Arctic ice comes just days ahead of the next major United Nations-sponsored report on climate change. That report will tell the world's governments how to slow down global warming and how much it will cost. David Akin, CTV News, Ottawa.